Hello everyone, it's Destiny, and today we'll be going over the best Himeko Nova teams, and I would love to know if you are excited for Himeko Nova, as she will be releasing in the next few days. And also, if you do enjoy videos like these, consider subscribing to the channel. And with all the amazing characters coming up, you may be thinking about purchasing Oneric shards, and I wanted to mention Aniba. I have been using Aniba now for a couple of months, and Aniba is in 100% compliance with Hoyoverse's policies and is a safe way to get more pulls, and there's also cash back. All you have to do is type in your UID, pick the pack you'd like to purchase, and boom, there we go. And with Aniba's cash back, this can let you get even more pulls. All you have to do is go to your order, claim cashback, and now you can use your cashback to purchase even more Oneric shards. I wanted to say thank you to Aniba for sponsoring today's video, and now let's carry on. Let's start off by doing a quick overview of Himeko's kit. Himeko Nova will be a Fire Erudition character who introduces a brand new mechanic to Star Rail called Assist Skills. She has her own mech in combat referred to as Star Blazer, and she utilizes Astral Express members for special buffs. Starting with Himeko's talent, when Himeko is on the field, she will deploy a territory, and this territory will cause Star Blazer to appear on the field and grant all allies one assist skill usage, which is a unique mechanic that Himeko Nova has in her kit. As for what assist skills are an extra ability that can be granted to an ally, and on a team member's turn, they have the ability to use Himeko's assist skill if it's available. Using the assist skill will command Star Blazer to attack enemies, and this will be considered as Himeko Nova using her skill. If you do use an assist skill though, it will consume the current character's turn. However, if the ally using the assist skill is a Trailblaze companion other than Himeko Nova, that character will immediately gain one extra turn instead, allowing that character to still use their own abilities after the assist skill. You'll only get one assist skill use at E0, and you'll be able to recover one assist skill use at the start of Himeko's turn. Regarding assist skills, this will be a great source of damage output and energy gain for Himeko Nova, and if the teammate who used the assist skill is a Trailblaze companion, you will additionally gain a special effect depending on which Trailblaze companion used the assist skill. There are two effects you can gain, which is either Companion Protocol Verdict or Companion Protocol Decimation. Let's first go over Companion Protocol Verdict. This would require either Trailblazer, Anidon Hung, or Sunday to use the assist skill, and this will allow Himeko to enter the Companion Protocol Verdict state. This state will increase the damage dealt by Himeko and additionally increase her ultimate damage as well. And when Himeko's teammate actively use their ultimates 2 times, Himeko Nova will immediately launch one assist skill against enemies at no extra cost. As for Companion Protocol Decimation, this will operate different than Companion Protocol Verdict. Decimation will require March 7th, Evernight, Welt, or Standard Himeko to use the assist skill to allow Himeko Nova to enter the Companion Protocol Decimation state. As for what this state will do, this state will increase all allies' crit damage and additionally increase the crit damage dealt by skills. And for every one enemy target hit by allies, you'll gain 1 charge for Himeko Nova. Once you reach 9 charges, you'll consume all charge, and then Himeko will immediately launch one assist skill at enemies. Both of these special effects are great buffs for Himeko. Verdict primarily focusing on Himeko's damage, while Decimation increases the entire team's crit damage, which can benefit other damage dealers on the team, for example if you had a character like Mortenax Blade. The extra assist skills are also a great source of damage from Himeko and will greatly help with gaining Himeko more energy for her to use her ultimate. And when she does use her ultimate, Star Blazer will be able to launch Hyperluminal Particle Beam against enemies 6 times, or consume source energy to use Orbital Annihilation Pulse. Whenever you launch Hyperluminal Particle Beam, you will gain 1 source energy, and you can hold up to 3. And when you have 3 source energy, this will further boost the power of Orbital Annihilation Pulse. And you will utilize both beams during Himeko's ultimate to deal massive damage onto enemies. As for Himeko's skill, using her skill will immediately recover all assist skill uses, and Himeko will gain a buff as well. This buff will increase the damage dealt by allies, and at the start of Himeko's turn, recover 1 assist skill use. Now that we've done a quick overview of Himeko's kit, let's go over team synergies. So when it comes to team building with Himeko, you will want to have at least one Astral Express member on the team to take advantage of her companion protocol. You can either have companion protocol Verdict or Decimation, and if you were to use Verdict, this would be from Trailblazer, any version of Dawn Hong or Sunday. And if you wanted to use Decimation, this would be Welt, Evernight, March 7th, or Standard Himeko. And if you were to use two characters of opposite protocols, so for example, let's say you did a team with Welt and you also had Trailblazer on that team, if you were to swap who you use the assist skill on, so for example, let's say you use the assist skill with Welt and now Himeko's in companion protocol Decimation. If you were to use the assist skill afterward with Trailblazer instead, then she would swap to companion protocol Verdict. And from there, you would either do sustainless, so not having any sustains on the team, or you would put a sustain. If you do go with a sustain and the rest of your team is not any Astral Express members, you could just have Dawn Hong PT as your sustain slot, as he will at least guarantee that you're able to take advantage of companion protocol Verdict. If your other two team members are not Astral Express members, I would recommend having Dawn Hong in that final slot, which a team example of this could be using Himeko and then having a character like Sparkle, using characters like Tribbie or Mortenax Blade. There's also the option if you did want multiple Express members, you could do Himeko alongside Sunday and Dawn Hong. So then of course Himeko would get the additional damage boost thanks to Dawn Hong giving Himeko a summon. But overall, there are multiple supportive options you can go with. Sparkle would be able to provide Himeko with 50% action advance, attack boost, all-type res pen, additional crit damage, and you also will be able to get additional skill points from having Sparkle on the team, which this can allow you to use your skills more frequently with the rest of the characters on the team as well. So that can be useful in that scenario. As for Remembrance Trailblazer, they can also be a free-to-play option you can consider when it comes to them being able to give Himeko Mem support, which will give Himeko a true damage buff. We'll also get the 100% action advance. And then on top of that, since Trailblazer is an Astral Express member, you will also be able to take advantage of Companion Protocol Verdict as well. When it comes to Sunday, as mentioned, if you do Sunday Dawn Hong, you'll get the additional damage boost, Himeko more energy, the 100% action advance, crit rate, crit damage, and so on. Mortenax Blade is also a very powerful supportive option you can consider on a Himeko team for numerous reasons, as he will be able to reduce all enemies' defenses and also inflict a vulnerability debuff onto them, which will not only increase Himeko's damage but the rest of the team as well. On top of this, Blade will also be able to unleash frequent attacks. So let's say you were to do a team of Himeko Nova, Mortenax Blade, Tribbie, and then Welt, which is a sustainless team, but Welt will be able to trigger the Companion Protocol Decimation for Himeko. And with this particular companion protocol, Himeko will gain 1 charge for each enemy attack. So when you have a character like Tribbie on the team, as well as Blade, who are able to unleash AoE attacks onto enemies, this is going to be very useful for getting more charge for Himeko. Tribbie will have her follow-up attacks, which will trigger after an ally uses their ultimate. And on top of that, Blade will also be able to gain charge, which will result in him being able to use his extra skills, resulting in more enemies being attacked. And this will mean that Himeko is getting more charge now, which will be very useful for Himeko unleashing her extra assist skills. On top of this, all allies' crit damage will also be increased from this protocol as well, which will benefit Himeko, it'll benefit Mortenax Blade, Tribbie, and Welt as well. So all the characters on the team will be able to nicely contribute with their damage output, and when it comes to Tribbie, she's going to be able to provide team-wide buffs. When it comes to the all-type res pen, when the zone from her ultimate is active, this will result in enemies being inflicted with vulnerability. And then of course with Welt, if you have an E0 Welt, then this would primarily be the defense reduction as well as the delay damage boost, resulting in more damage being dealt from the team. And then on top of that, if you do have an E4 Welt, now the all-type resistance of enemies will also be decreased, which will nicely boost the damage of the team even further. So this team, from my testing, is a very powerful Himeko Nova team. I was able to get multiple 0 cycle clears with this particular team. And of course it is a sustainless team, so there's just a lot of debuffs and buffs with this particular team. And when it comes to additional synergies, so let's say you want to use Tribbie, or maybe you don't have Tribbie available for this team, you could also consider using Remember Trailblazer in this slot as well, as they will be able to give the true damage buff for Himeko, and then of course the additional crit damage, the 100% action advance, and so on. So remember, Trailblazer can work in the Tribbie slot, and some may be wondering about Himeko and Hot March 7. I was able to test this out as well, and with this particular team, something nice that March is able to do is that she is able to attack often, which can help with the charges for Himeko's protocol for the extra assist skills. And then she is also able to buff Himeko by making Himeko her Shifu. But let's say you didn't have too many of Himeko's best partners, and you can also consider using March as like a free-to-play option alongside Himeko. And when it comes to a fun synergy with Himeko Nova, you can also consider using Synergies with her. What Synergies will be able to provide is Himeko will be able to unleash double assist skills onto enemies, and this can also be triggered when an ally uses Himeko's assist skill. Let's say you had, for example, Don Hong on the team. He can use the assist skill, and then it will trigger the double assist skill for Himeko still. So this could be very useful for getting more energy for Himeko, as she will be able to gain energy when she uses her assist skill. And on top of this, Synergies can also provide some valuable buffs for Himeko to further increase her damage output. So Synergies is a pretty fun synergy in my opinion when it comes to the double skills. But of course, if you don't have Synergies, no problem there. You can just use characters like Sparkle, once again Mortenax Blade, Tribbie, and so on. And when it comes to the free-to-play options, as mentioned, there are characters like Remember Trailblazer you can use. If you do have Welt, he can of course be an option as well, which this option gets stronger if you do have some of his Analons. I'd love to know if you are pulling Himeko Nova, what teams you are going to use with her, if you're going to use Sparkle with her, Sunday, Welt, Mortenax Blade, or someone else. And I'm personally pretty excited for Himeko. I will definitely be pulling her myself, as she can utilize some of the characters that I haven't been using as much recently on my own account. And if you are pulling anyone from version 4.4, good luck to all of your pulls. And if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to see some more content from me. Leave a like to support today's video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.